Welcome to 7 Report and our first look at the Zephyrus sub-ohm tank from Youde Technology, provided to us by our friends at GearBest.com. The Zephyrus is Youde's entry into the sub-ohm tank field. The company is best known for their line of RDA and RTAs, including the Goblin and Goliath. So we're going to open this up, take a look at what's included, put some ejuice in it, slap it on a mod, and take a very first vape from the Zephyrus from Youde Technology, provided by our friends at GearBest.com. The Zephyrus is 22 millimeters in diameter. It's top filling, 510 threaded, and has an ejuice capacity of 5.0 milliliters. Now it does ship with the mini RBA, also a heat sink, and we're going to try that out here a little bit later on. Comes with a spare Pyrex tank, a lot of spare O-rings in here, and a spare screw for that mini RBA deck as well. It also comes with a 0.3 ohm OCC head already attached. Let's see if we can, got a lot of glare on that. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Let me see if I can take the glass off. Pull that out. And the whole thing comes apart. There's the, see that little red grommet that comes off to reveal how you fill that through the top. The entire thing comes apart. Even the ring for the adjustable airflow. You see how wide that airflow hole is? And there's one on either side, and it adjusts pretty easily just by spinning that ring, and you can have it wide open or really tight. And when it's wide open on both sides, that is 8.65 millimeters of airflow on that tank. Well, let's take that off. The whole thing comes apart for pretty easy cleaning. Let's see if we can get a better look at that coil. There we go. Youde 0.3 ohms, and that is rated at 20 to 50 watts. Let me look down inside there. It's a dual coil OCC with that organic Japanese cotton in there. So what I'm going to do, put this all back together now. Let's see. That goes in there, nice and neat. It's kind of nice that the whole thing unscrews for easy cleaning and to replace any of the components. And we're going to put that back on. And then I'm going to get some ejuice here. Fill that up. I'm going to use Trickster from Vapes Gone Wild. I always like trying out new tanks with the juice I'm familiar with. Fill that up there. That goes in those holes nice and easy, at least with that tip. I'm gonna, because this is that organic cotton, just put a couple of drops right down in the middle. Make sure that that cotton gets nice and saturated. You don't want to burn that up. That top filler makes it real easy. Now the only thing is, if you got stubby fingers like I do, trying to get that little grommet to go back in those holes and plug it up. Ah, look at that, I did it. All right, now, before I put the top back on, I'm going to take that drip tip off and put on this heat sink, which is supposed to, especially if you're vaping at higher wattages, keep your drip tip from getting, let's see if that'll fit in there good, too warm. Then we're going to put this all back together. Screws on nice and tight. going to put it on the iStick 50 watt, which will handle that 0.3 ohm coil. Make sure everything's screwed on there tight too. Let's see what that's reading it at. And that's reading it as a 0.4 ohm instead of the 0.3. But we're going to let that sit, get that cotton good and soaked in. Come back, take a first vape, and give you our first impression on the Zephyrus sub-ohm tank from Youde, provided by our friends from GearBest.com. Well, I have let the cotton in that organic cotton coil in the Zephyrus soak for a few minutes. Have this set at 30 watts. I don't know how well you can see this from this angle, but it's the airflow control is about halfway open. Let's give this a very first vape. The Youde Zephyrus, provided by our friends from GearBest.com. 30 watts, airflow about halfway open. Well, that's nice. Halfway open is really pretty airy. Let's see if we can slide that a little further closed and see what difference that makes. That's a fair amount of vapor. This coil, the 0.3 ohm coil, says it's 20 to 50. Well, let's see if we can get this up. Let's go to 40. Well, I'll just jump right to 40 watts and see what it does. 40 watts, it says it's 4.0 volts to get that coil up to 40 watts. Man, that's a warmer vape, but that Trickster, which is like Trick cereal, very fruity, really popping. Let's open the airflow up a little more. Some very billowy clouds there. Well, let's go, you know what, let's go ahead and open the airflow all the way. And let's take it to 45 watts, just for kicks. I normally don't vape that high. I normally vape 25 to 30. But let's give 45 watts a try here. Airflow wide open. Pretty good. I like this. It's a good looking tank too. Well, thanks to our friends at GearBest.com for providing the Zephyrus. Normally they list it at $31.90, but for a limited time, when you enter the coupon code YZRTA, all uppercase, enter that coupon code at GearBest.com, you will get the Zephyrus from Youde for $25. And we'll have a link to GearBest in the description section of this video on our YouTube channel, body of the article on our website, 7report.com, plus that coupon code so you can enter it if you're interested in the Zephyrus tank. I'm going to close that just a hair, and I'm going to take this back down to, let's go back down to 30 watts. And 30 watts is 3.4 volts, reading that coil at 0.4 ohms. About halfway open on the airflow. Very nice, very nice. Well, again, thanks to our friends at GearBest.com. Thank you so much for joining us today on 7 Report. Please do check out the rest of our website, 7report.com. You do need to spell out the word 7. And subscribe to the YouTube channel. And keep coming back because we update both the YouTube channel and the website all the time. Hardware reviews, ejuice reviews, other fun stuff. In the next, I don't know, the next 5-6 days, week or so, I'll be using the Zephyrus tank pretty extensively, and then come back with a full in-depth review. If you follow us on Twitter or YouTube, I hope you do, it's twitter.com/7report, spelled out the word 7, and facebook.com/7report. You'll know then when we have the full review of the Zephyrus up online on YouTube and on the website, 7report.com. Thanks again for spending a little bit of time with us today. Please do keep coming back and embrace the vape.